10th Standard Geography, Unit 7, India, Land Resources. Dear students, you have already seen the video of social science textbook questions with the answers. If you want to see them again, click on the I button here. In this video, we shall discuss important other questions. Let's begin. Answer the following questions. First one, what are the factors that determine land use? The factors that determine land use are relief features, climate, soil, population density, socio-economic and technical factors. These are the factors that determine land use. Second question. Mention the classification of land use pattern in India. Answer is net sown area, forest area, land not available for cultivation, fallow land, cultivable waste, permanent pasture and other grazing land, land under miscellaneous uses. These are the classification of land use pattern in India. Let's move to question number 3. What is the meaning of agriculture? Explain the importance of agriculture in India. Answer is tilling of the soil for raising food crops and raw materials needed by human beings is called agriculture. Importance of agriculture. Agriculture is one of the most important and ancient occupation of human beings. India is a country known for agriculture. Nearly 65% of the people depend on agriculture. The economic progress of the country depends on the progress of agriculture. Agriculture in India is the main source of livelihood. It is the main source of food for the people and fodder for domestic animals. It is a source of national income and revenue. Agriculture supports tertiary sectors like trade, transport, banking, insurance, etc. It also has influence on the political and social situation of the country. It supports many industries like cotton and jute textiles, sugar industry, etc. These are all the importance of agriculture in India. Let's move to question number 4. Mention the types of agriculture found in India. The types of agriculture found in India are: first one, subsistence farming; second one, intensive farming; third one, commercial farming; fourth one, mixed farming; fifth one, plantation farming; sixth one, dry farming; seventh one, humid farming; eighth one, irrigation farming. These are the types of agriculture found in India. Let's move to question number 5. What is subsistence farming? Mention its types. Answer is a type of farming in which the production of crops is consumed almost by the farmers and his family, leaving only a small portion for sale is called subsistence farming. There are two types. First one, shifting subsistence farming. Second one, sedentary subsistence farming. Let's move to question number 6. Write the meaning of sedentary farming and shifting farming. Answer is shifting farming. It is a type of agriculture in which a patch of forest is cleared and burnt to be cultivated for a few years until the fertility of the soil is reduced. The land is then abandoned and new forest areas are cleared and burnt for cultivation. Second one, sedentary farming. It is cultivation of land at a fixed location instead of shifting from one place to another. The farmland is not abundant but cultivated year after year. Let's move to question number 7. What is intensive farming? Answer is a method of farming in which a large amount of capital and labor are applied per unit of land is called intensive farming. Question number 8. What is commercial farming? Answer is a system of farming in which crops are grown for the market is called commercial farming. Question number 9. What is mixed farming? Answer is agriculture involving the cultivation of crops and livestock rearing is called mixed farming. Question number 10. What is dry farming? Answer is a method of farming carried on in areas which receive scanty rainfall and where irrigation is either absent or limited is called dry farming. Question number 11. What is humid farming? Answer is the cultivation of crops in areas which receive sufficient rainfall. Crops are grown without the help of irrigation is called humid farming. Question number 12. What is irrigation farming? Why it is essential in India? Answer is a method of farming under which crops are grown with the help of irrigation is called irrigation farming. It is essential in India because the rainfall is seasonal, uncertain, and insufficient. Let's move to question number 13. Mention 3 types of cropping seasons found in India. 3 types of cropping season found in India are the Kharif, the Rabi, Zaid crop season. Question number 14. What is Kharif crop season? Give examples. Answer is the crops grown during the rainy season are called Kharif crops. The sowing takes place in June to July when the southwest monsoon starts and the crops are harvested in September to October. Examples: rice, jowar, ragi, cotton, groundnuts, tobacco, etc. Question number 15. What is the Rabi crop season? Give examples. Answer is the sowing takes place in October to November when the northeast monsoon begins and are harvested in February to March. This is known as Rabi crop season. Examples: wheat, barley, gram, linseed, etc. Question number 16. What is jade crop season? Answer is the crops are grown in between the Kharif and the Rabi crops are known as Zaid crop season. Examples: watermelon, cucumber, oilseeds, some pulses, vegetables, etc. Let's move to question number 17. What is the cropping pattern? The cropping pattern of any region in India changes from time to time. Why? Answer is: the cropping pattern of a region refers to the proportion of an area under different crops at a given time. The cropping pattern of any region in India changes from time to time. It is due to relief features, soil, climate, size of farms, water supply, income of farmers, technology, etc. These are all about the cropping pattern. Let's move to question number 18. Question number 18. What are the conditions required for rice cultivation? Answer is: it requires high temperature of 18 degree to 25 degree Celsius and heavy rainfall of 100 to 200 centimeter per year. Alluvial and clay loam soils are best suited for its cultivation. Rice needs standing water and it needs level land. Irrigation is necessary wherever rainfall is less. These are all about the conditions required for rice cultivations. Let's move to question number 19. What are the conditions required for wheat cultivations? The conditions required for wheat cultivations are: it is a crop of temperate regions. It requires moderate temperature of 10 degree to 15 degrees Celsius and annual rainfall of 50 to 70 centimeters. Heavy loams and black soils are best suited for wheat cultivation. These are all about the conditions required for wheat cultivation. Let's move to question number 20. What is fiber crop? Give example. Answer is: the crops which provide raw materials for textile industry are called fiber crops. Example: cotton and jute. Let's move to question number 21. What are the conditions required for cotton cultivations? Answer is: cotton is a tropical and subtropical crop. It requires 21 degree to 24 degree Celsius temperature and rainfall of 50 to 100 centimeter in a year. Black cotton soil is the best suited for its growth. It is grown as a kharif crop. These are the conditions required for cotton cultivation. Let's move to question number 22. What are the conditions required for tea cultivation? The conditions required for tea cultivation are: it is a tropical and subtropical crop. It requires a temperature of 21 degree to 30 degrees Celsius and heavy rainfall of 150 to 250 centimeter in a year. It grows best in deep and fertile soil rich in humus. It requires hill slopes with an altitude of 1200 to 2400 meters above sea level. These are the conditions required for a tea cultivation. Let's move to question number 23. What is horticulture? Answer is: the intensive cultivation of fruit, vegetables, flower, medicinal and aromatic plants is called horticulture. What is floriculture? Explain its importance. Answer is the cultivation of flowers for commercial purpose is called floriculture. It plays a significant role in Indian agriculture. It has the potential of generating income. It provides employment opportunities for farmers, especially women, and it helps in the export of the country.